Titanfall as a franchise has an incredibly special place in my heart. I don't think I've ever been so attached to a multiplayer game such as this one. There's so much passion and love put into this game and franchise that I felt I just had to say something about it. I know this video is way different than anything else I've ever uploaded on this channel, but I felt I needed to share with all of you why this game means so much to me. My love for this series goes far beyond anything else in the world. Parents, see ya. Friends, adios. Partner, peace out. Dog, put that bad boy away. It's time for Titanfall, baby! Now, fun fact about my channel, this entire channel started off with the release of Titanfall 2. Not only is it the first public video on this channel, but it was also the first privated video, as well as the first live stream I'd ever done for AddaboyShankle. Hell, the first video I ever put on this channel is a privated clip from the Titanfall 2 pre-alpha test. I even tried to make a scripted, highly edited Let's Play parody a la The Gaming Lemon and people within that space, which we will never speak of again. My first ever experience with Titanfall wasn't even my own copy. My sister's boyfriend at the time had an Xbox 360, and one day he let me play one of the new games he had started renting for that week. Lo and behold, it's Titanfall 1. At this point, the only footage I had ever seen from this game was from a Vanoss Gaming video, where they went around and just started kicking everybody.
This is Titanfall!
You're just Spartan the shit out of that guy!
It looked like a blast. I put the disc in, and just like that, my whole world would get flipped upside down. Wall running, jetpacks, amazing map design, the Ogre Titan. This game had it all. Well, except for a campaign. That was saddening. But what it did have was an entertaining premise on top of a wild movement system that will get even better as time goes on. Now, I will admit, my time with Titanfall 1 was short, so I don't really have a lot to say about it other than it left a major impression on me. After that original play session, my sister's then boyfriend had to return the game, and because I never owned an Xbox growing up, I never played Titanfall 1 ever again. Then, come June 12th, 2016, 2 trailers dropped for Titanfall 2 on both the multiplayer and a newly announced single-player campaign, and man, was it stellar. I mean, look at this.
Welcome back.
Everything was turned up to an 11, doubling the Titans, expanding the weapons, doubling the special abilities, the addition of sliding, having a campaign. It was glorious. And to top it all off, it was announced that it not only would come to Xbox, but also PlayStation. And as a PlayStation boy myself, I was ecstatic. Never did I think I would ever be able to play a game within the Titanfall world ever again. The only problem with the release, it was coming out in between both Battlefield 1 and Infinite Warfare alongside the Modern Warfare 1 remaster. Basically, and tragically, Titanfall 2 was near dead on arrival. Now that doesn't mean the game wasn't played, far from it. The community of Titanfall 2 stayed strong throughout release, myself included, but because of this release schedule, Titanfall 2 went heavily unnoticed by mass audiences. Poor release date aside, If we look at the game itself, I mean, the campaign is glorious. Short, sweet, and to the point. This is how it's done. Not only some of the most entertaining set pieces, but it also doesn't overstay its welcome. Its 4-hour runtime does wonders for it. The relationship between BT and Jack Cooper is something I didn't think I would ever be invested in, especially with that amount of runtime. But boy, was I wrong. This campaign is a masterpiece in storytelling and is probably one of my favorite first-person shooter campaigns of all time. And I know that everyone has talked about the Effect and Cause mission, so I won't go over that in this video, but man, is that some solid game design. My personal favorite being the arc, where you're jumping from jet to jet, giving a mix of platforming and shoot-em-ups with the 6-4 family, and Viper. Oh man, is his fight incredibly cinematic. Now, the campaign is great, and if you haven't played it yet, play it. If you're a newcomer, start with it. It'll help you learn the mechanics early on, especially since the very first mission gives you a little obstacle course that you can run as many times as you want to better learn the movement and better hone your skills. As for the multiplayer, as Mr. Bricky would say, like butter. Also, if you want a further deep dive review of Titanfall 2, he has a great video that I recommend you check out if you haven't already. The multiplayer of Titanfall 2, I would play all the time back at launch, and I'd be killing it. Now with this revival coming back, oh dude, I'm so rusty. I mean, look at this. I feel like a grandpa constantly having to look down at the buttons on the controller trying to figure out what I'm doing. I'm putting my G11 status to shame, guys. But truthfully, being able to come back to this game with an active player base has done wonders for me as a fan, as I'm sure all of you who have played it also feel. Whether it's playing the campaign, playing PvP modes in the multiplayer like Attrition, Battle Hunt, Last Titan Standing, or hopping over to Frontier Defense for a PvE 4-player co-op experience, no matter what you play, you will be engulfed by the passion the team at Respawn put into developing this game. As I mentioned before at the start of this video, Titanfall 2 has a special place within not only my heart, but within the heart of this channel. Everything that has to do with AddaboyShankle spawned from the release of Titanfall 2, and to see it come back in full force, it truly leaves me speechless. That's why I had to make this video. I know it's different from my usual content, I don't know if I'll make another one like this again, but I just wanted to let you know why this game is worth every cent. And luckily for all of you who don't have this game yet, the base game as well as the Ultimate Edition go on sale all of the time. I mean, this past PlayStation sale, they had the Ultimate Edition for about $7.49 American, which is crazy. If you haven't grabbed it and you're waiting on a sale for it, just wait, it'll go on sale. And even for the $30 for the Ultimate Edition, I still think that's worth it because people are sticking by this game through and through. You will not be disappointed. Go and buy it. The community of Titanfall is so generous, fun, and an all-around good time. Thanks to this revival and the strong running community, my most recent Titanfall video got more attention than I've ever gotten in my past 7 years of doing YouTube. All of you that watched that video, whether you loved it or hated it, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Now get back out there, pilots. Don't let my video slow you down from getting back onto the field. Get ready to spray down some grunts, hack into some specters, take down those enemy pilots, and always remember, stand by for Titanfall.